So it's another day in Wyoming. We got up extra early this morning so we can go bugle some country. See if we can't get something going before daylight. So, the sleeping bag kind of feels good. But you can't kill anything in a sleeping bag. Oh, so we've been hitting it pretty hard. Donnie killed a giant bull the other couple days ago. Yesterday they got it to the meat packer, and we located that bull yesterday. Another bull, and couldn't get him. The wind just kind of screwed us. So today's a new day, and it's time to get up, rise and shine. Oh. We got a cup of coffee. Corey found some bulls bugling last night, so Trent's gonna kill one today. I know it. Super stoked. So, you guys ready for it? Because I am.
But you're never gonna break my black gold heart. We did it all, like savages. We hit it hard, like savages. Took on the world and tore it all down and made it our own. Yeah, we stole the crown. We did it all,
Okay.
we did it all.
Got out of the old sleeping bag and we're up on the hill. Just gonna try some bugling spots just to see if we can get anything located. It's kind of cold out. Going for it. You guys ready?
Like savages.
I swear, we really did hear elk last night. It's pretty cool having everybody here. A little pressure, I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty cool when it does happen. It's gonna be like a party in the woods with 6 guys. That sounded weird. I'm an idiot. He's close. Wide open. Probably a wind's going down there. We need to get down this straw and come up that. Just run that ridge. Get set up over there and try to pull it over there. So we got one kind of in the danger zone, and by that I mean it's wide open. So we're gonna sneak down, try to call him down to us because the wind's already going down. Corey's gonna just put him right in our lap. What? He is in our lap right now. He's gonna... Alright. Put him in our arms then. I don't know. He just bugled. He sounds like he's maybe over that ridge. road hunting at its finest. Keeping on. He's up here just over this ridge. So we've just checked bugled a couple times. Make sure he's still bugling. We're just gonna slowly creep forward. It's so open, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're just gonna kind of go with what we know. There he is, right on the straight ahead on the ridge. Damn. It's just straight ahead. You're lucky he's behind the trees right there. He's behind trees right now. There he is, right there. You see his head. No. He's coming. He's just standing there. See his head. Lean to your left. Just look straight ahead, but lean to your left. Trent, look at me. I can just see his horn. Those trees, should we move up? Good. He's right on that ridge, though. He'll hear us. He'll hear us, I know.
the second time.
Shot under him. I judged it for 50. I think he was 65. He's right in front of that tree way out there.
These things like one long.
Probably. It went in quite a ways.
It's a big 5, dude.
Huh?
It's a big bull.
Giant. This would be Garrow.
What's on your face?
I got him. It's right. It's a little bit forward, but he was quartered onto me a little bit, so I hugged it. But arrow went in probably about that far. He was hurting really bad. Second shot, he ran way out there.
And I missed him. I shot him in the second shot. Yeah, we almost killed him right here.
Oh, so close. He did not want to come close in this open stuff. He wanted to. He started raking. He started rubbing. That's when I was like, okay, game on. And we got as close as we could, and he just turned and came. Did you come in when I ran? When you started raking, you did that. You come right across over here, and we were standing right here. I took off sprinting out right there. There's a bunch of cows. There's a bunch of cows on the top. I took off sprinting up the hill and got about halfway up and about threw up.
It's steep up that face, wasn't it? When we went up running, and I'm like, Trent, here he comes. We were both just like, we were trying to get to where he was before so we could kill him there.
I saw Trent coming up the hill, and I saw the bull up in this area. I was worried he was going to go right through here and I didn't have a shot.
Because the last time we saw him, he went that way, the cows ran off, and he bugled that way. So we were going to come underneath him, and then he cracked off over here.
Big 5 point.
Was he?
I can just see. Not a big 5. He's spindly horned, but he's a nice bull. Very awesome bull. Awesome bull. That's odd. A little different. That's the same bull. I know it's just right here. Let's slip it up here. You didn't see it break off. I didn't see it break off, but I just say I bet it is. Oh man, I don't know, man. What's that other bugle doing? So I found out what my lipstick's from. So I picked up a burnt log. I was using it to rake. And then I was clunking. So I powdered the end of my bugle tube with black. I can't look at it. When you came up, I'm going, what in the world? I want to paint my face like the born and raised guy. If you want to be cool.
I'm just up here in my green jacket.
Oh man.
Walk up to where he was at.
Down here. That much. 12 inches. Yeah, probably.
It's high.
Yeah. I don't know. We got him. I don't know. No, it doesn't look great right now. So you got like that much in him. That's could be good, I think. It seems to be a good though. Oh. I mean, I don't know for sure, but he was right here, beautiful. That way. Oh, he got shot and he came down here and his head was down over here. And then he went up by this tree up here. I shot underneath him like 65% entry, right? Yeah. I shot it. I don't know. It's still alive. So you shot twice? I shot twice. I only hit it once the first time. Blood drops where he was standing. There's decent blood there. But is that blood on the outside shoulder or not? No, it's not, is it? So you shot, and then another, and I heard a really growly ass flip ball bugle up here. Corey came up and we were standing there talking, and then that flip ball, and it sounded like raking and all that stuff, and I'm like, should we just get on his tracks and see what kind of blood we can find? He's dripping okay, last blood's right here. There's the track, right? Doesn't look real long, buddy. So, this is not looking good right now. We watched the footage, grabbed some stills off of it. It looks like he hit him right in the shoulder blade. It doesn't, it's tough to tell, but it doesn't look like it made it into the cavity, so it's kind of a flesh wound at this point. Got very little blood, got some tracks, but right after he shot him, where the bull ran to, just the bull bugled. There's only one bull in here, so our gut says it's him. He just bugled again. I'm kind of running out of blood here. Lost it right here on the edge of the burn, so we kind of work our way towards that bugle. See if we can't find blood. Get on him and kill him. Roller coaster. They're on that opening. It looks like you turned. Stay back here and see if we can come to that point. a great place right now. Wasn't a hard shot. Maybe I shouldn't have ducked it tight. Maybe I shouldn't have went high long. Maybe I should have went lower and back. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's trusting your gut at the time. It's easy to say now, you know. Just bummed. Another one, he wasn't at the bull. He was a little blackhorn 5-point. All that weight forward, all that stuff. Still, when you hit the shoulder of an elk, I think it stops the arrow. I don't think you got to the cavity. Probably not. To the ribs. No, the blood would be different. Yeah. Well, he just walks. He just, I mean, moving good. It's the same bull I saw him. Yeah. Yeah. He just went around that. Just, I mean. Stand in the timber there and then get through the open to the next patch. Yeah. Do you not have a shot on that other one? It wasn't the same bull. No, it was a little blackhorn 5-point. Stake set off. It's just, gosh. And that was a chip shot. Just stupid. I don't know if it was just bad judgment on the placement or. I don't know. Sorry about that, man. Happens.
Yeah,
That was a rough one.
you guys saw it. That's what really happened. I asked Trevor to sit in today because I want a little support for this uncut, but yeah, I lost an elk. That was a bad shot.
Tough day.
Super tough day. After we've been working as hard as we had in Wyoming and got up to that moment, and it didn't go as planned. I thought I had more penetration when I shot. Honestly, when you look back at it, you've seen it 100 times. We slow-moed it for you. We wanted to show you guys exactly what happened and break it all down for you. We got about probably, initially I thought I had about like that much, which I thought I went through the shoulder blade into the cavity, in the body cavity of one lung. And
I thought so too. Looking at it, I saw the shot a couple of times, and it looks like that arrow I thought went in sideways. But the more that, once you slow-mos and then paused it, you could see that arrow sticking
The whole arrow
out.
flexing.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't think it would be moving like that if it was in at all.
Well, I think what it did too, it went in through the shoulder and then right behind, as it's right at the rib cage is where it snapped it off.
Broke.
so, yeah, we lost the elk. We never did find it. It went off and bugled its head off about, I don't know what.
Well, it started bugling within 2 minutes after you shot it.
And
That's right when Corey comes up, he had bugled, and all of a sudden we were like, wait a second, that was weird. Like, that sounded like the same bull. I remember standing there like, that pit in my stomach was like, I don't...
Telling me that wasn't what I just heard.
Yeah, and it was.
I mean, but you did it right. You called and stopped it.
Yeah, so we keep on talking about stop the bulls, and I did. I called, he stopped. I don't know whether my pin was floating and flirting so far with the front shoulder that when I released, it was forward. I mean, honestly, I hit about that far to the right of where I was aiming, and that shot was 25 yards. I can make that shot all day long, but I don't know what happened. I did not make the shot.
I have an opinion on this. I think when we call to stop a bull, you get worried that, okay, I've just made my first noise inside of however far, and now the bull knows I'm here.
Window to shoot.
And everyone gets super, like, it gives you this anxiety, like all of a sudden he stops and he looks right at you, and it just makes you want to make the shot as fast as possible. When that bull's coming across like that and you're following him, you're a little bit behind, and when he stops, you swing over to get in position and shoot. And I think, like, maybe in your position, you must have swung, shot, and if you would have swung, held for a second and shot, I think a little bit of that momentum makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to say, and he was quartered to me just a little bit. I mean, a tiny bit.
And it looks more because I'm like 10 yards.
Yeah, I'm to the
You're
left
over
of
to your
Cody.
left.
So there wasn't hardly a quarter at all, not too bad. And so I didn't need to hug that front shoulder super tight. I could have pulled off of it an inch or two and still been just fine for a double lung shot.
looked like he's like 10% quartered maybe.
Yeah, like it, but my angle, yeah, it was different, a little bit different than the angle of the camera, but I didn't. I don't know. There's no explanation. There's no, I hit a limb. There's no nothing, guys. This one's all on me. It's my fault. And so I take full responsibility for it, and this is what happened.
So another thing that we wanted to talk about was arrow weight. Now some might say, well, okay, what broadhead are you shooting specifically? Are you shooting a 2-blade, 3-blade, 4-blade, 8-blade, whatever? What weight was it? Was it 100 grain, 125 grain, front of center, not front of center, those sort of questions? I know all of those questions are going to come up for this.
Yeah, I was shooting 555 grains is what I shoot for a full arrow.
125 grain broadhead.
125 grain broadhead with 50
3-blade.
extra grains up front
With brass.
of brass.
Yeah, full metal jacket.
And so I was shooting the Exodus, and
Yeah,
that
which
was
are
what I was
great
shooting for a
head.
broadhead,
Right.
which
I've been shooting them for years.
yeah. So that's the whole system that I was shooting at that. So I was shooting 280 feet per second. That's a big controversy right now, speed versus energy, right? The weight forward, or how much grains do you have in your arrow? I thought I had a spear flying out of the end of that bow, and it doesn't matter on the shoulder blade of an elk.
No,
You hit the
they're
shoulder blade, it's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hit it an inch to the right, left, high or low on that, you
Yeah.
might have punched through, you know? I mean,
And I know, like, being there in that whole moment, I think the hardest thing for Trent was not only letting himself down or his family down for me, but also, feeling the pressure of everyone there. At that point, Dirk killed one opening day, then Corey, and then Donnie. 3 of the 4 tags were filled, and everyone was there to help. And
all eyes
it's
on
like-
you situation.
yeah, it's
To say there wasn't pressure would be a lie, but at the same time, I've put myself in that position to do. I mean, I can handle that, and so that's still it's not an excuse, but yeah, I mean that's another thing, but it's still not an excuse. It just felt like I let everybody down, like I let everybody down, and so the debate comes up now: do I punch my tag? I think for everybody it's different. I did not punch my tag. I kept on hunting, so you guys are going to see me hunt for the rest of the state. But, the way I look at it is if it's a fatal hit, if it was like if I shot it through the guts or something, and I know the animal's going to die, I might look at it differently. But the bull ran out there, started bugling. He bugled like 12, 15 times or something. We almost called him back in, actually. And
called another bull in that you didn't shoot.
Yeah, we called another bull in, but it wasn't the same bull, and chose not to shoot it. But yeah, it runs through my head, my family. is it my family's fault? You know, is it my wife and my kids' fault that I screwed up, that I held too far to the right and I did not make a perfectly lethal shot, so they don't have the meat that we normally have every single year? You know, a lot of things run through your head at the point of, do I punch my tag? And the decision I made was no, I did not punch my tag, because I knew the bull was going to be okay. I knew he was going to live. There was minimal blood. There was, I don't know, what you see on this that we showed you is pretty much all the blood that we found the whole time.
6 spots, I think.
6 drops of blood, which is a flesh wound of any animal. The blood didn't have like the characteristics of a lung shot or a dark blood liver shot, or, you know, it just looked like flesh wound blood is all the blood was. And we tracked him for a long ways, over a mile.
Well, we didn't track him. We had him. We heard him
followed
bugle.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we followed him for over a mile.
Yeah.
And he was bugling and trying to catch up with his cows, and yeah.
He was over it.
He was done messing with us, because I mean, we almost called him back in. He bugled numerous times, but he wouldn't. He was still pretty edgy on what all went down. I don't know. You guys have any more to offer?
Well, I'm sure you guys are going to want to leave some comments down below about, we all have different ethics. We try to hold our ethics as high as we possibly can. We don't want you guys to think that, you know, we're just flinging arrows and just, okay, that one didn't work out, let's go for another one. We take this very, very seriously.
And we respect these animals more than anybody.
Oh, man.
We love, we love these animals more than anybody, and our respect for them is higher than that of anybody out there.
I just know, being there in the moment, and I've been there before. I've hit a shoulder blade, and it is, I think the best thing there is that we had that whole group to pick Trent up. You know, I mean, he was in a bad place. You know, it's just like, what am I doing here? Why, you know, I practiced, I did everything I thought I did right, and just in that split second, it didn't work out. And I think that was the cool thing, is to have all of us there to kind of pick him up. And you know, after we shut the camera off there at the end, I mean, it was just one of those, sat on the mountainside and talked about it, and it was, I think helped, you know, get his mind in a better place, knowing that you still had a tag.
Definitely. And you guys, you know, we talk about brotherhood. This whole thing is pretty much based around it, especially from all your guys' comments and stuff. And it was them that got me back to a better place, because I was not well after that. And having them there and helping me out in that time was monumental. I couldn't have done it without them, that's for sure. So, but it happened, and
Yeah.
it happened.
It happened.
We just wanted to show you guys the realness of it. So, stick with us though, guys. We're gonna keep after this. We're gonna keep doing it. Tomorrow's another day.
Just got to be positive, learn from our mistakes where we can,
Yeah.
and then get back after it.
Yep.
So,
Stay with us, guys.
thanks for following along.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.